Hi, I'm Dave Stork and this video demonstrates the installation of Exchange 2013 preview version on a Windows 2012 server. This server is already prepared for the installation of Exchange 2013. I also already extracted the binaries from Exchange itself, and we're going to start up the setup by clicking setup.exe. It takes a bit of time to let the first screen appear. The first question is to check for updates. This is a new feature which was asked at the end of the installation in previous versions of Exchange. Well, for now I'm going to not check for updates. I'm assuming that there aren't any updates at the moment. Now the setup progress is now copying files needed for installation. Well, it takes a bit of a while. I've sped up the video for this purpose. Now we're going to the next step, and it is an introduction to Exchange, what it is, and an introduction for this setup. It also has some links and other information for the deployment of Exchange Server 2013. Well, we're going to click Next and continue our installation. Well, obviously the license agreement, we're going to accept it, otherwise the setup will not continue. The next box was grayed out and now it's not grayed out. It's also in French for Canada, Quebec in Canada. We'll click Next. The error reporting information, there is information sent to Microsoft. Most customers don't want that, but for this demonstration that is not a problem, so I'm going to click Yes, which is also recommended by Microsoft. Okay, I'm going to click Next, and the software is checking for required software, but it's quite quick and all the software was required. And we're going to click Next. Now we can select the server role, and as previously told, there are only two roles of Exchange, the mailbox role and the client access role. There's also the option to automatically install the prerequisites for those roles, but that isn't necessary in this case. We're going to install both roles and click Next. And this screen shows the install location for Exchange and the amount of space required. For now we're going to let this be default. This is a new option of Exchange. Apparently it has a more advanced malware, spamware protection, and in this case you can select whether to enable or disable this, probably when you want to install third-party tools, third-party packets. This is the configuring client access server screen. If this is an interfacing client access server, you can enter the external URL for on which the server is reachable. Well, in this case I'm just going to enter an example URL, webmail.wave15.nl, and click Next. Next is a question about the customer experience improvement program. For this demonstration I'm going to click Join. First the readiness check and analysis of the prerequisites, and it has been checked out. So I can now install Exchange. Well, there are 14 steps of Exchange. I've sped all those steps up so that this video wouldn't take several hours, and but unfortunately we cannot see what kind of steps, for what kind of configuration, installation these steps entail. Well, now we're going to see an error of the setup progress. A server didn't want to start up. I've decided to restart or reboot the server and continue the setup. So we're going to see that just in a minute. I didn't show the reboot in this video. So here's the error, and here's the complete error message in a minute. Second. Yes. Okay. So now I've decided to reboot the server. I've rebooted the server and double clicking setup again, and fortunately it detects an incomplete installation. And now we can continue the installation from the previous installation point. We're going to click Next, and there are still 3 steps left. and we can click. We can watch them be continued till the end. And when they are finished, we can click complete. Okay, now I'm going to show you the installation via the command line interface. At the top, there's the .setup, mode, install, roles, MC, as in previous versions of Exchange 2010 and 2007. There's more information in which tab does what. So if you like this more information, I would suggest to install it via the command line interface. So it's finalizing the setup, all steps are completed, and now this Exchange server has been installed fully successfully. Thank you for your attention.